Hey guys, Debbie Fitz-Palmer here, DPP, coming to you live. I have some tips that I want to share with you guys regarding Facebook groups. So this is something that I learned maybe a couple of months ago. It started out with, I create a lot of groups for people who start their own Scentsy journey. And I also do them for various other things that I'm a part of. So about 2 months ago, I made 6 groups on Facebook. I made one for my family and I made 5 other ones for team members. And something's different about the way we create groups now. So when you use your phone and you go to create a group, and it doesn't matter whether it's public or private, that has nothing to do with it. But once you make the group, the key thing is there is going to be a button, and the button is blue. And when it's on blue, it's inviting all of your followers. So like me, I have over 10,000 followers. So when I open up these groups, the little toggle little thing there, it's already defaulted on to invite everybody who follow me. So when I created these groups, I kept getting all of these notifications because Facebook was inviting them. And I can remember going to my family page, and I knew the ones that I invited. I only invited about maybe 10 people to my family group. The next day I looked in that group and there were like 1,000 or 2,000 people in my family group. I'm like, what in the world? And people kept messaging me saying, I'm getting these invites and I'm getting invites from all these different groups that you have created. So I couldn't figure out what was going on. So one of my team members said, let's do this. Can you remove yourself out the group? He made another group, and this time he did not make me an admin. But the other group that he had where I was an admin, so he started deleting people. And as he started to delete people, more people were coming. So let me tell you guys how to fix that. Because if you're out here creating all these groups, especially the way that I do them, I create a lot of groups because I get a lot of new team members. So the thing to do, what to avoid to keep this from happening. So when you go, if you're using your smartphone, let's start with the smartphone. If you're using your smartphone and you go and you go to create a group, go to the group, create a group. Once you go there, it's going to ask you to name the group. Then it will ask you to choose the privacy. So the privacy, either public or private. Once you choose that, the next thing you'll see is a blue light. It's a blue indicator. It's already set to invite everybody who follows you. So if you don't change that to off, it's going to invite everybody who's listed to follow you. So you got to do it on the front end. You cannot do it on the back end. Once you do it, you cannot stop it. So you do it on the front end. You fix it on the front end. Let's say that you've done it like I did. So when I did it, I started deleting people. I'm just deleting people out of all 6 of these groups. That didn't work because people kept coming back. I even made an announcement asking people to leave because the only way to close a group is that one person is in it, and that's you. You cannot close a Facebook group unless you are the only one in it. You can't close it with people in it. The only thing you can do is archive it. You can archive it to stop the invites. Otherwise, you cannot take yourself out of it. It's still going to invite people. It's on an automatic invite. So the only fix to those groups that you may have made who's inviting all these people, the only fix to that is to archive the group. That's the only fix. I know this because I've been going through it. Now, if you create a group on your computer, is different. The whole layout is different on the computer. The only time I run into this is when you're doing it with the phone. So on the computer, you name your group, choose your privacy, and invite friend is optional. It says optional on the computer, but on your phone, it's going to invite everybody in the world. That's how I felt. It was inviting everybody in the whole entire world. Because not only does I have over 10,000 followers, so it was notifying people who were not directly following me. I noticed because I kept getting all these inboxes saying, you're inviting me to these groups that you have. I'm like, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Facebook is doing it. And I've had a lot of people inbox me to ask me what is oh, no, I don't like that. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Facebook. It gave me a thumbs down. I don't know what that was all about. So anyway, so I've had a lot of people to ask me, how do you fix that? Because I know when this happened, not only, it wasn't just me, it was another friend. She was having issues like that too. Like when I talked to her to find out what she was doing the same thing I did, which the little blue thing was on and it was inviting everybody. So I hope these tips help, guys. I don't even know that there's a fix out there on YouTube, but I will upload this video to YouTube just in case you guys need a reminder about how to set up these groups. Because again, the privacy has nothing to do with the invites. So if you want your group to be public, it can be public. It has nothing to do with the invites. The invites is a whole nother section, a whole nother category. So name your group, choose your privacy, but make sure you turn that switch off. Turn it off. If it's blue, it's on. But you can flip the switch and turn it off so that you will not be inviting these people that you don't know, or inviting these people that you don't want to have in your VIP, whether it's a party, whether it's a group to help your team members. I got so many groups, I can't keep up with them, but I had to find a fix because I'm like, this isn't working for me to have all these people invited to these groups that don't even know anything about the groups. So I hope that these tips help, guys, because I had to go through the pain to figure it out to see what works, because this is how I work. This is how I operate my business, by creating groups for my new team members. And we have a lot of events. So I even create groups for my events. I work a lot of events, and we have groups I do groups for everything. I really do. So they're so helpful. But I just wanted to offer these tips to you guys because I know if you're getting ready to, you haven't run into it yet, you will. And I hope that these tips help, guys. So anyway, have a great night, guys. Love you. Good night.